I see it happen all the time because we work with so many drone entrepreneurs starting their businesses. And once they do this stuff the first time, they're like, oh my gosh, that was so much easier than I thought. And they get amnesia real quick about this big roadblock they put in front of them. 107 test is a perfect example. It's this giant thing to overcome. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not good at testing. I haven't taken a test in 5 years or 10 years or 30 years or 50 years. I'm not a good test taker. And they're all stressed out and they've got this huge weight on their shoulders that's just stressing them out. And then they go and take it and they pass it. And they're like, oh yeah, it was easy. And they forget about all that stress and angst and everything they had. Tony Robbins has a great quote. He says, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And I think that's good for us too, to self-reflect and look back at ourselves. And if we have a habitual way of thinking or self-talk, or if we identify, oh, you're so stupid, you screwed up again, you always screw up. You need to pay attention to that and maybe reword that a little bit, because you're going to carry that forward into your business and with your clients and with everything else. And it's going to, most of the time, it's going to hold us back and really keep us from succeeding and going out there. Because the one thing that I always teach all of our entrepreneurs, our dronepreneurs is what we call them, is that the amount of success you're going to have in this industry is going to be in direct proportion to how comfortable you get with being uncomfortable. And really what that's code for is doing the stuff you're scared to do. Because the stuff we're scared to do, we're terrified to do, we will make every excuse in the world not to do it. And of course, we don't say we're scared, because we're grown men and we're grown women and we would never be scared. That's for little kids. But we're uncomfortable. We can code the words and say, oh, we're just uncomfortable doing that, or I'm not confident enough yet. But ultimately, you're just scared. You're scared crapless. And so you make up all these excuses and reasons and you come up with all this stuff. I would go talk to a client, or I would go do one of those real estate presentations, but I've only practiced it like 37 times, and you really need to know something 100 times before you can do it. And I don't even have my whole file system set up yet for if I did get a customer, and I only have 2 drones and I really should have a third one. And and I don't even have like my bank account. I've got the temporary checks, but I don't have any of my printed checks yet. And I don't even have my car wrapped, or I don't have office space, or they just come up with all these crazy excuses that are like, go out and get your first customer. Just do it. And then all that other stuff will work itself out automatically, right? Out of necessity.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure and click the button below to subscribe, and be sure and hit the thumbs up button. All right, for more free resources to help you build your drone business, visit thedroneboss.com in our resources section. To fast track your success, be sure to check out our 3-day live total immersion event at Drone Command Live. You can click somewhere around here or below in the description. All right, take care and fly safe.